Social media will never replace this. This is episode number 398 of the My Online Toolbox weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of marketing to help you grow your business with more quality leads. We can't believe that we're now well over 390 weekly quick tips. We want to make sure that you like these posts, comment on these posts to ensure that it pops up into your feed on a weekly basis to give you marketing motivation. And separately on our Instagram channel, where over 240 weekly featured projects of the best of ongoing marketing in the construction industry. You got to follow us there. And the same thing, I'd like to hear from you. Like some posts, make some comments, and it will be sure to motivate you for your ongoing efforts. Last week, we were talking about how web developer reviews are usually obtained too soon because they're completely different from marketing reviews, and you should check out that episode. But this week, we're moving into something that's been a pet peeve of ours since the beginning of social media. Now it's just getting worse, which is how social media will never replace this, which is showing passion, sincerity, and really presenting gratitude and emotions that it's impossible to reflect. So what we're going to do is use last week's second most sacred day, Veterans Day, because we like to say Memorial Day is definitely more sacred since somebody actually sacrificed their life. But what we want to do is use something that we saw repetitively. And unfortunately, we couldn't go quick enough with the post because we were too busy doing what we're going to show in a moment. But here, what we want to do is show you this was among probably the top 5 or 6 or 7 types of posts that we were seeing everywhere. And this is what too many of you are doing wrong. And we want you to appreciate this because it ends with a bang. But this type of post of thank you to those who have served, happy Veterans Day. Today we honor the brave men and women who have served our country with courage and dedication. Thank you for your sacrifice and service. But here's the problem. Many of you have this and a permutation of the top 5, 6, 7 that we've seen out there. And what we want you to do to see how bad it is for social media is to do a typical trick that we've always had for years. And all you have to do is right click on an image and then search that image with Google. And you will find that particular image is used in thousands and thousands of places. And it's the same copy and paste, but there's a difference here. Too many marketing people are leveraging something that really is sacred and has nothing to do with your business, but what they're doing is using a superficial thank you in order to attempt to drive business to your company, which is wrong. It's just blatantly wrong. And so I took away, the second one happened to be a remodeler, and I just took away the name just to not disparage them online. But then came another one right below that talked about how that image of thanking a veteran is helping for designing a kitchen in an expensive project that involves God knows what. I just get disgusted with it. But what my point is, this is what's happening with your social media folk. They go to some type of search engine or chat and they quickly type in how to thank a veteran on Veterans Day, and immediately comes some text, and it says, in this particular case, simple, and says here a bit more personal, and then right at the bottom it says, if you want, I could help create a tailored social post, a card or something more formal. Many of the people that are working for you will not tell you that they're using tools to help promote your brand, help promote a story. And what we want to do is, in this particular case, you may recognize the image from a popular movie, but the gentleman that I was thanking, until I said thank you for your service and just asked him a little about his history, I did not realize that he was on that gunboat. And all you have to do is see the movie that it's associated with, and you would realize that a superficial social post is so undeserved as opposed to a thank you and listening to the story and being grateful that this man was standing here to be able to tell me that story. I wouldn't want to be on that boat during those times. But it goes well beyond just this singular image. I was doing this for years, so right now, like we're on 400, just approaching 400 weekly quick tips, and all you have to do is scroll down year after year and look at Memorial Day and Veterans Day, to name a few, and you will see that this is something that we've been very passionate about since the beginning of social media, and watching how social media starts to disconnect people from the intent of what it was originally created for. And now, with artificial intelligence, the younger generation, who doesn't even show up to these events in the first place, is now using tools to go even quicker and quicker to represent a topic. And what that is the point. You need to realize that people are representing your stories. They're representing your company. They're representing your brand, but they're spending less and less time learning about what you do, and spending more time using tools to quickly tell your story, which many times is not a unique story. So please take this to heart, that passion, emotion, sincerity, and doing things in a unique way without using a tool takes much more precedence than being able to master some form of social media and artificial intelligence to quickly tell your story. So for us, first, we want to make sure that for any veterans listening to this, we do sincerely thank you. It's generated through my voice, it's generated through my actions and these images here, and unfortunately I can't meet you all to do the same thing, to say thank you, but I want to show you that when I say Happy Veterans Day and thank you for your service, I really mean it. This is My Online Toolbox reminding you, to ensure that people in your business are versed in marketing and not versed in just technology. Separately, My Online Toolbox provides the leading marketing education specific to remodelers, builders, and specialty contractors. Marketing is an essential skill. It's completely different than the technology itself that's being utilized, similar to this social post that we're making right now. Never forget to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. Have a healthy week, and we will see you next week.